Welcome to Ramble 22, everybody. I don't remember who it was exactly, but somebody in my chat told me that you can actually sell your bulk mithril ore for Tokkul at a pretty good rate. So as long as you have Karumja gloves, you can actually sell your mithril ore. So I'm assuming a bunch of you Iron Men out there have like a fuck ton of mithril ore. And you've probably heard like it's inefficient to smelt it and make it into plates. But apparently you can just sell it at here if you have like the Karumja gloves, and you can sell it for 16 Tokkul each. So I can't remember exactly what world I was on, but I just sold like 170,000 mithril ore. And now I'm just buying 10 onyx tips every world and then buying out the gems. So yeah, that kind of eliminated my like need for a shit ton more coal, because I don't know, I guess for me, like, my play style is, even if something's not efficient, I'm still going to clear it out of my bank eventually. Like, I still want to use like every single thing I have. Like, there's probably somebody brought it up yesterday on one of my streams, like they were asking if like doing a certain ensouled head was efficient, and like I have no fucking clue, but I personally, if I had ensouled heads and I'm training prayer, I'm just going to use every single one of them. I don't care. And so, yeah, I kind of have that play style. But somebody told me you can literally just sell the mithril ore for Tokkul and then just buy crafting XP and other shit. I think I apologize to the person that told me this, because I honestly can't remember who it was. But I think it was Champion, I want to say, but I'm not positive. And then when my sapphires fill up, I guess I just buy like a few extra coal, just because you can never have too much coal, Anyway, yeah, I apologize to the person that actually told me this, but yeah, selling mithril ore for 16 Tokkul each, and I think a Tokkul, like, I think the GE value for a Tokkul is like 9 GP per. So I mean, you're looking at like 150 GP each per mithril ore, kind of. I mean, they're only worth 90 or 87 at the GE. I don't know. It's just like I literally sold every last one of them. I don't think I'm even going to regret it either. So I'm really happy with my decision. But yeah, I'll be stacking up some more onyx tips. So here's kind of an interesting thing I've been doing. So I'm trying to get more stacks of items just so I can sell it at the Rogue's Den. Whenever I'm doing something where I can alch, I'll alch my battle staves, because I'm eventually going to have the biggest stack of these. So whatever my largest stack is going to be, I alch that until it goes down to like a smaller number, and then I alch whatever is the biggest. Because if you've seen my last rambles, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get like probably 20 plus stacks of items where I can just spam click sell 5 and then hop worlds, spam click sell 5, hop worlds. But here's a cool little trick. If you have a bunch of onyx bolts, what you can do is have a stack. This is for the people that are doing this, which is probably like 0% of the people. But if you happen to be doing what I'm doing, if you have a shit ton of onyx bolts, what you can do is enchant half of them. So I have like half of them enchanted and then half of them not. So that's like an additional stack of items you can just, sell. So whatever can kind of divide the stacks in a way is kind of nice. So that's what I've been doing. So this will be a lot more onyx bolts. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of a cool little method. I used to actually buy gems like this. Like, I used to run to the gem shop before I was 99 crafting. This is kind of like my mid-game. I can't remember when this place came out, but this was kind of my mid-game strategy to get my crafting up really fast. I mean, not really fast. This obviously isn't like the meta or anything, but yeah, this kind of is bringing back a lot of memories of just being over here. And this is when I had like very limited amount of like Tokkul, and I would like do all the calcs and find out, what was actually worth it. Like I generally only bought sapphires and emeralds just because the rubies and diamonds are so much more expensive. But at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna buy it all. So yeah, That's what I'll be doing for this ramble. Haven't gotten anything at Nightmare recently. Oops. I'm like 108 dry, I think. 108 dry since my harmonized orb. All solos. I've actually only done solos for the past like 500 KC. Like I don't even think I've done a single duo. All I do is solos, and it's really nice. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like I used to occasionally just do some teams with some people, and like I was just terrified during it that I would see somebody get a mace or even potentially a harmonized orb at the time, which would have kind of hurt to see. But yeah, at this point, it's just all been solos. And I feel like, obviously feeling something doesn't mean shit, but I feel lucky. Like I feel like even though I'm dry right now, but like I feel like my next item is going to be something good. I feel like it's either going to be like a volatile, an eldritch, or a mace. Like really, I really feel that way. So we'll see. I was hoping to get a drop before this week's ramble, but obviously it didn't happen, and I'm not going to just not make a ramble until then. So anyway, yeah, that's Nightmare. Let me think. I had a few things on my mind. Of course, I never write anything down from like what I'm actually going to talk about, but yeah, off stream though, I've been, following through with my plan to liquidize my bank, because I do say I feel lucky, but at the same time, I really don't know how much longer it'll take to get a mace. So I got to keep, making some GP, alching my shit, selling my shit. Something cool, by the way, that happened. I finally got I don't think I've ever mentioned this on a ramble, but I was actually hunting a dragon harpoon for a while. This dragon harpoon came from raids when they used to drop at raids. I got one at like 200 KC. And then I turned it into an infernal harpoon. And then the crystal harpoon came out. I was like, oh, cool. I'll just, use a cleaning cloth on this, because, right, a cleaning cloth would fix this and make it go back to a normal dragon harpoon. Nope, doesn't do anything. There's actually no way, once an infernal harpoon is infernal harpoon, to revert it back to a dragon harpoon. So I could never make a crystal harpoon. I had to literally go camp 2K. Well, let's see how many worms I actually did. I'm actually not even sure. I think it was about almost 3K, but let's see. Oh wait, that's not the... Anyway, I skipped for a bunch of tasks. Literally, I would skip for worm tasks, as cringe as that sounds. I just wanted a crystal harpoon. 3,070. And those are all on task. Obviously, I'm not killing any of them off task, because when you kill a worm off task, that dragon harpoon becomes a 1 in 10K instead of a 1 in 2K. Really hate that they did that. In fact, I think the JMods have talked on one of the Q&As that they kind of regret doing that. I think it was Mod Arcane said he kind of regrets doing the like boosted rate, like 5 times boosted rate on task. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, I skipped for a bunch of tasks, used slaughter bracelets, and I finally got the harpoon. This is my first and only harpoon at 3,070. I also don't know if I mentioned it last ramble, but I also got my first dark bow at 1855. So kind of cool. First dark bow ever on the account. Ever. I've never wielded a dark bow in my entire life ever. So that was pretty cool to see. But yeah, I got my crystal harpoon. It was like, it's kind of, like, why was I trying to get that? I love to like test things. I love to have the best in slot things. I love to go around when I'm burnt from Nightmare and just go around and fish some random shit just to see. I love just going out on my own and testing things. Like, it's fun. So getting a crystal harpoon was kind of one of my goals for a while. Like, literally a while. I just kind of never got around to it. Finally got it. I went to Volcano for a bit, and I literally just wasted a bunch of shards changing my only tool seed from an axe to a pickaxe and then to a harpoon. But like, fuck it. Anyway, I eventually got to go back to Zolcano for 2 more tool seeds and the pet. I hate that place. I hope it gets updated. I hope the JMods watch this ramble and realize that, or I don't know if realize is the right word, but just do me a favor and just fix Zolcano. Honestly, if Zolcano could just be tick manipulated again, it would, like, that alone would just be like the greatest thing ever. What am I doing? Oh, I'm holding shift. That's what. Anyway, I had a thread on Twitter just talking about the things I could do to Zolcano to fix it. I honestly, I feel like I'm saying the same things I did in my last ramble, but maybe it's just things I've said on stream. So yeah, I apologize if I'm just like saying the same shit. But yeah. Yeah, they should fix Zolcano because that place is shit. Although I did last night, I did some Zolcano with I went into the Olympus clan and I was just asking around. I was just wondering if anybody wanted to do some Zolcano with me, because apparently, like, it's not really efficient to just go in there with a bunch of Venezuelans. I think the most efficient way, they say, is like a 2+2 or something like that. 2+2 Zolcano, but I'm not going to be fucked with alts. So I guess if you're not using alts, the meta to get a tool seed. This is to get a tool seed, by the way. The meta is to do a 3-man. As long as that 3-man does enough DPS to get it down in 3 phases. So, like, what am I doing? So, as long as Zolcano goes down in its normal 3 phases, then a trio is the best, because that will make the tool seed on average 1 in 600 for you, like for the individual player. Because the tool seed right now is 1 in 200 per kill. Just it doesn't matter what team size is. So if you did a solo, which are extremely inefficient because they just take forever to do, that would be 200 games. 200 solos get a fucking 1 tool seed. Anyway, I already got my first one, so I'm really happy about that, and I can just interchange them, but it would be nice to get 2 more eventually. But yeah, the crystal harpoon's pretty nice. I went last night, I was just fucking around, and I was doing some 2-tick sharks just to see the difference. Like, I already know the difference because I believe the dragon harpoon is a 20% speed increase over a normal harpoon, or just barehanded, and then the crystal harpoon is 35%. So, like, I already could just, do the calculations, but it's kind of just fun testing it. Anyway, so yeah, I was getting about 72k fishing XP an hour, and like the whole reason I was even at sharks is just because the natural completionist in me is wanting a big shark, and I don't have one. So yeah, I was just fucking around. You know what they should come out with? Crystal lobster pot, or just the dragon lobster pot. Give me a dragon lobster pot, honestly. Imagine that. Because my favorite fishing method is going out in the wilderness and doing the 2-tick dark crabs. And because you can get like 126k XP an hour plus bank like over 1,000 dark crabs every hour. And imagine there was a dragon lobster pot that increases that by 20%. Holy fuck. Why? Give me that, They always try to incentivize the wilderness. Do that for me, Jagex, please. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming most of you that are on my YouTube channel know about a bunch of my skilling videos. I think the most popular one is literally the 2-tick dark crabs. But if you guys don't know about 2-tick dark crabs, it is amazing. It's super simple. It's just like 2-tick teaks, where it's just click back and forth between 2 things every tick. Your wrist gets fucking sore, but like it's worth it. But yeah, it's a really nice method. And that'd be really cool if there was a dragon lobster pot for that. How much are these? Oh, by the way, if you guys are curious, I'll just show quickly the prices. So this is with the Karumja gloves. This is the price. This is when they're all sold out. This is the highest price they get to if I just buy 10. And then I'll show you the price that they start at, just in case you guys are curious. So there's the prices they start at. So, and then again, the Mithril. Oh, here's the world. Yep, here's the world I just sold everything to. So you could sell Mithril ore for 16 Tokkul each. That's when you're just spamming it. It caps out at 16 each. So not a bad price to cap out at. Anyway, it was super quick. It took me like 5 minutes to sell it all. Anyway, what's new? What's new in the community? Let me know what you guys are up to in game. I always like hearing what you guys are up to. Yesterday's stream, we were talking about like people with third age. I don't know. The conversation kind of went to like, you know, which Iron Man has the most third age, or does any Iron Man have like a third age set and stuff. I love talking about that shit, by the way. Love it. Because that's the stuff I'm passionate about, clues. I always feel like cringe talking about it because I swear like nobody else gives a shit, but it's fun talking about that, and like it like really fucking motivates me to go back to clues. Like I want to go back so bad. I want to start getting some third age rolls and stuff. So, oh wow, my emerald's actually filled out. Anyway, yeah, we were talking about that, and like, if you guys don't watch my stream, I can kind of briefly explain. So there is no Iron Man in the game that we know of. Who knows? Maybe there's some random ass Iron Man that got extremely lucky that didn't flex it, but like it's very, very, very unlikely. But there's no Iron Man in the entire game with a third age set, like an entire 4-piece third age armor set. That could either be the mage, range, melee, or druidic. So that would be an extremely impressive accomplishment if somebody ever ended up doing that. And like that's a fucking dream to get. Obviously, like a full third age set. I'm 2 of 4 for the melee set, but the most third age pieces that an Iron Man has is 4, and that's Nos. Let's see if he's online right now. No, he's not, but this is him. He's got 4 pieces of third age. He's got I'm almost certain I've said this on stream what he had, or not on stream, but on a previous Ramble. I'm sorry. Well, and on stream, but yeah, the guy has 4 pieces: druidic top, range top, cloak, and pickaxe. Like fucking unbelievable luck. And if you look him up, he's done like, I don't even think he's done half as many clues as I've done. So he has spooned like extremely hard. And then I know there's a few Iron Men that have 3 third age pieces. I couldn't name them all, but I know there's a few. There's also a guy in my stream who has a third age longsword and a third age kite shield. That is a very fucking powerful like combo, you know, to have the shield and the sword. So that was really cool to see. And then, of course, you guys probably know Iron Cub, aka Arland. He has a third age bow and a third age longsword. Absolutely. Like that right there. Like I always say this shit where I asked in a previous stream or something, like, who the fuck cares? Anyway, but I did ask in a previous stream, believe it or not. My chat, I asked them, like, what would be more impressive? Because let's be honest, RuneScape, like the entire game just about flexing. Like if this is a single player game, who the fuck would be playing this? Like if there was no online, like there was no way to flex. Like, God. But I asked my chat, like I asked them, like, what would be more impressive, having 2 third age weapons or having an entire like third age set, like having like a bow or a sword? Because I think that's like, I think Arland has like the best fucking account, like simply because he has a bow and a longsword. That is like fucking unbelievable. Like I literally think that's like the greatest luck you'll ever get in this game. I mean, who knows? I mean, you know, as time passes, people can get luckier and stuff. But like right now, I still think Iron Cub has like the most prestigious account just because of that. But I asked them like what would be more impressive, and I was surprised. Most of my chat said like in a full completed third age set, just the armor, you know, the 4 pieces of a set would be more impressive than having 2 weapons. And it's pretty close. I wonder what you guys would think in the YouTube comments. Just what do you guys think of that? Like, what would be the most impressive, like, you know, thing, having either like 2 weapons or even 3, like having all the weapons or having a full set, you know, like what would you rather have if you were like an Iron Man? Anyway, it's my nerdy ass clue addicted mind. But yeah, I don't know. Just recently I've actually been significantly more motivated this week than like last month. And I don't know what it is. I think that harmonized orb really like just boosted my just boosted my mood, I guess. But I'm just so looking forward to getting that mace, seeing it on the fucking ground and just weeping for joy. And then hopefully spooning some third age. I don't deserve to spoon any third age, by the way. I only deserve 1 piece of third age. Barely. I deserve 1 piece and I have 3. So with my whole goal to like do 300,000 Sarachnis, I'm only expecting to get an additional 5 third age pieces. But because I've already spooned an additional 2, I mean, who knows? I could just go really unlucky and just not get any more third age, because like it's incredibly rare. I don't think people understand how incredibly rare third age is. Like, it takes a long ass time to get. But if everything were to balance out, I should get 3 more pieces of third age. Hopefully 5. Hopefully more. But yeah, just excited. It's like I feel like that's what the game's all about for me now. It's just like getting more third age. Like third age is milestones. Like those are true milestones. Every unique piece I get is like, they're like these little stepping stones. It's funny. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm addicted to clues. And kind of wish, I don't know. It's kind of nice being up on top, you know. I'm still rank 1 elite somehow. Ironized. One of the clue gods in the community. He's been doing leagues, apparently. So he hasn't passed my elite rank yet. He stopped at like 1007. But I really wish there was more like extremely passionate people in the community about clues. Avenanatus is really passionate about it. Phrygian, obviously. I saw him online. He said he was going to take a break from the game, but I've seen him online recently. And he also broke his little... He said he would stop at 6666 hard clues. Anyway, he did an additional one, so now he's at 6667. So I don't know what that was. A misclick or something, but... Yeah, I think he's been playing again. I mean, let's be honest. Nobody quits RuneScape, especially when you've gotten that far. It's like you can't just be like, all right, I'm done with RuneScape. So that was no surprise to me. But yeah, we got him. I mean, there's a bunch of like super passionate people I'm just thinking about in my community. But when was it? I think it was like It was probably like half a year ago. It was when I was doing Sarachnis, but the man named Test, just Test. He's a normal account, but he is the rank 1 elite clue person in the game, but he's a main. I'm rank 1 from irons, and he's like 200 ahead of me, which obviously is quite easy to pass. I just got to start doing elites again and I'll pass it. But he came into my stream like 6 months ago or something. It's just, I don't know. I think that's kind of weird. Like it's strange to be a main and like do elite clues, you know? Like I respect it, but like most mains, you know, just do like whenever they get an elite, they'll just trade it in for a master and then, you know, they go for Bloodhound. Like all mains are like such fucking sheep. No, okay, that's just a lie. That's a lie, guys. Don't, whenever I say things like that, it's all just a meme, you know. Iron Men suck, mains suck, you know, it's just all a meme. Hardcore Iron Men are arrogant as fuck and they suck at the game. And the remake Andes, you know, it's all just banter, so don't take anything like that seriously. But yeah, most mains are sheep. They just do their fucking pets like they're told to do. And then, you know, burn out. Or, well, before they burn out, they burn out and then they, you know, stake their bank and then real world trade it. But, yeah. Fuck pet hunting. It's such a basic road to go down, just pet hunting. Like, God. So basic. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Also, my mouth is fucking pasty dry. I've been... I got new... I think I mentioned in my previous ramble. I got new contact solution and stuff for my allergies. I haven't gotten a new prescription yet. I don't know when I'm actually going to go to the doctor and renew that, but... yeah. Every morning I wake up here. I don't know what it is. Who the fuck knows what it is, but ever since I moved to Alabama, every morning it's just... well, it's not every morning, but a lot of mornings I just wake up with just horrible fucking allergies. So, still got to get new contacts, but I'm hoping that my contacts are the reason for all of this and that I'll be cured. But yeah. I was almost tempted. Almost. That's keyword, almost. I wasn't actually tempted. I was almost tempted to log into leagues this morning. And then I like actually thought about it and I was like, yeah, fuck that. But I've been talking to somebody on Twitter about they've been messaging me back and forth, and I don't mind spending a little bit of time explaining things, but he or she's been asking like about gem mining and like other things they can do in leagues and stuff. And I was like, that would be honestly kind of fun to go into leagues and just fuck around with some of the skilling methods that, you know, are very niche, and just fuck around for a few hours and just do it. Because one of the things I had mentioned to this person, this quick little story, this person's been asking me, they're like, how do you like pull off the 4-tick gem mine? One of my videos is like about 4-tick gem mining, and so I'm like explaining this for like paragraphs and paragraphs on like how the tick cycle works and everything, and then the person sends me a video after like 3 days of like going back and forth messaging about it, and sends me a video of what they're doing, and they're not wearing an amulet of glory. So like the whole time they're doing it perfectly, but they're just not mining any damn gems because like they don't have a charged amulet of glory because they're on leagues and they can't get one anyway. And so like I was just laughing because spent all that time and I just assumed they were wearing a glory the entire time. Anyway, but then I mentioned because one of their regions is the wilderness. I was like, you could just do the 3-tick runite mining out in the wilderness. Whenever I say 3-tick runite mining, or like just 3-tick anything, when it's a mining method, it's not actually just 3-tick. It's kind of like 1.5-tick, because if you were to start a 3-tick action and move on the same tick to like a side of a rock and then mine it, you're getting 2 rolls. You're getting 2 like rolls to get the resource. So like my runite mining video, like every time I start the action move, I'm getting 2 rolls at the runite, instead of, if I was just AFKing with a rune pickaxe. That right there is 3-tick mining. Like, it already is 3-tick mining. I'm just sitting there, and every 3 ticks I have a chance of getting the runite ore. The difference between, like, I just say 3-tick mining because it's technically not 1.5-tick, because 1.5-tick would mean like if I successfully rolled it twice, then I would get 2 runite ores, but that's not how it works. Because if the first roll is successful, then the second roll never occurs. Anyway, this might be going over some of your guys' heads, but anyway, I just mentioned to him, I was like, you could just do that. Like, I'm so unfamiliar with leagues. Like, I'm so unfamiliar with, like, I'm assuming there's no bots. Who the fuck knows? Maybe there's bots. I don't really know, but I'm assuming there's not much competition with hopping worlds. And I was like, dude, because the dude's just skilling in leagues. I was like, you should just 1.5-tick runite out there, and just because he has last recall, but apparently you can't last recall above 30 wilderness. But I was like, you just last recall in the KBD layer and then run over there. And just, he was like, oh shit, that's like a fucking amazing idea, because he's trying to earn a bunch of money for skilling, like to buy a bunch of stuff, and like you can get like 175 runite ores an hour if you're like pretty good at it. And then he has double resource relic. I have no idea what all the relics are on leagues, but he has like double resource collecting, so it'd be like 350 runite ore an hour. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now, but yeah. Anyway, kind of mentioned that to him, and he was like, oh, that's cool. So the reason I guess the whole point of me even saying this is I was kind of curious. I was kind of tempted to go do some leagues for a little bit, just to like fuck around with that kind of stuff. But it's fine, because I know as soon as I log in, I'm going to be like, oh, well, this sucks because I don't have all my relics instantly unlocked, and I'm not going to deal with that bullshit. And I'm also not going to deal with all my progress being deleted eventually. But yeah, it's kind of fun talking about. It's like fun, like theory crafting in my mind of what I would actually have done. I think next league, well, I've told my chat, if I ever did a league in the future, I would skill. Like, that's just what I would do. Unless the clue relic is like insane, like super fucking fun, like just doing a bunch of clues doesn't sound that like appealing. But if there's like, I don't know, I don't think I'd even do clues in leagues, honestly, because like if I got a piece of third age in leagues, I would just fucking cry. Like it wouldn't even be a glorious moment. I would just cry because I didn't get it on my Iron Man. Anyway, but if I ever did a leagues, it would be just competitive. Like I would go fucking ham, but I need the motivation for it. But that's what I would do. I wouldn't do it for fun. Oh, this is fun. Like, no, I would literally just go ham. I would compete. I don't know it's not like I'm just me. Like the definition of me competing is not just go for 200 mil all first. It's like, no, I'd probably, go for like select 200 mils or something. I don't know. I just feel like that would be the only thing fun in leagues, in my opinion, is like making it competitive. Because since it's just a like just a temporary game mode, nothing is like collecting things and stuff and just, you know, PVMing for items. It's just not as fun. I feel like skilling is like where I could maximize my fun in leagues. So who knows? If another league comes out in like a year, I could AFK something on my Iron Man. Because I don't think I would do. Ooh, that depends, actually. Oh, it's so hard. I'm so torn between it. I'd probably do leagues on a different account and just AFK with my Iron something. But it depends on the league rewards, because who knows? Maybe I'd want some of the future league rewards on this account, but probably not, since none of them have been appealing so far. But yeah, who knows? If I ever do one, it'll literally be skilling based. I want to like relive, as cringe as that sounds, I want to relive what I felt at the beginning of Hardcore Iron Man. Like the beginning of Hardcore Iron Man was probably like the most, I can't say like the most fun, but it was like the most like thrilling. Like I was so fucking motivated to play all the time. Like all the time. I would just, the first like week of Hardcore Iron Man release, the first 3 days, for 3 days in a row, I played like 20 to 21 hours. I was so into it. And then I like crashed for like 16 hours. I just passed out for 16 hours. But it's that kind of feeling. It's that feeling of just, you wake up and you just want to log in and just play fucking hard. Like I miss that. I miss that feeling. So I feel like leagues could bring that back, but it would have to be like a competitive nature. It'd have to be like really motivated. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a ramble. I don't have any real topics I'm talking about. Kind of wish I had gotten some from Nightmare to talk about, but I am very surprised. Do no Iron Men like buy gems? I haven't experienced. It's like 1 p.m. almost. Do no Iron Men do this method? This used to be like really crowded. Like this used to be kind of aids to hop. Like when I was a kind of mid-game Iron Man buying gems, there would be a lot of competition for like hopping. I have not had a single problem this entire time so far. So it's nice. This is nice. And I've already spent half of my Tokkul, so I'm already halfway done. This is only going to take this won't even take an hour and a half. Very nice. But yeah, after this, I'm going to go back. I was making some ruby amulets, just unstrung ruby amulets, just as an additional stack. I have like 23,000 rubies. Just as an additional stack of things to sell at the Rogue's Den. How much is this? Very nice. Yeah. And then after the ruby amulets, I'll finish. I'm going to go back to my Addy plates, I think. I was making Mithril plates. It's kind of funny. I was making Mithril plates. Now it's like, well, there's all my Mithril. Don't need to deal with that bullshit anymore. Oh, well, technically I still have like 20,000 more Mithril bars that I'll need to do anyway. But yeah, it's nice not... What? Did I not empty this? Fuck me. I didn't empty the gem bag in my bank. Yeah, I'll finish those. I want a few more stacks of items so I can start selling them. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think I'll leave it here. I don't know what else to say. I'll probably be live tomorrow with some Nightmare. I did 2 streams in a row on Saturday. I did 2 streams in one day. I was very proud of myself. But yeah, I should be live tomorrow. Do some Nightmare. I'm trying to hold off Nightmare. Like I have plenty of things to do off stream, so I'm trying to just keep all my Nightmare kills on stream. Well, not all of them, but the vast majority. Anyway, it's empty, right? Yes. Anyway, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you guys are up to. And hope you have a great day. And keep gaming.